What's up, everyone? I'm the Kaiju no Kami from the Toku and Animation News Network, and this is my quick review for The Monkey. Remember to click like, subscribe, the bell notification, and whatever else YouTube has you clicking on to support us. The Monkey is the latest adaptation of a Stephen King short from the 80s, I guess he wrote it. And it's about a family who inherits a monkey that kills people, and it kills people, and kills more people, and just keeps appearing whenever they try to get rid of it. It comes back. It's kind of like the Twilight Zone episode with Talky Tina, who just won't go away and wants to kill the dad. In fact, it really is just a ripoff of the Twilight Zone episode, but not even a fraction as good. This movie is just all over the place in tone. It had no idea if it wanted to be a true horror movie or a horror comedy or a combination or what, but it failed on all levels. And the comedy really takes out the tension. There are scenes that you are just like, oh my god, oh, and the comedy just completely ruins it. The death sequences are so over the top in ridiculousness that it feels like they were just there for shock value, not because they were trying to create some legit death scenes. I mean, it really does feel like they filmed part of this movie as a horror movie and then said, you know what? This movie sucks. We need to just turn it into a comedy. So let's just amp up comedy into this thing and throw comedic bits everywhere. Which was a letdown because, one, I don't know any Stephen King story that is an actual horror comedy. Yes, he has comedic bits every now and then, but they're not a comedy. Like I said, it just completely took away from this movie. This movie was garbage. Now, the first half hour or so was kind of interesting when the kids inherit the monkey from their dead father and things are happening there. That was fine. But then when they go into adulthood, it just falls apart, especially when the brother is introduced, who's like this over-the-top, overacted character, which is kind of weird because the actor is playing twins, so he's playing both brothers. He's just over the top as the other brother, and it really brings the movie down. We've got the dumbass from Halloween Ends in this movie who plays a character that has like hair all over his face as if he's trying to be Cousin It. I mean, you can't even see his eyes. I just know it was the actor because it had the same chin and nose and mouth. He was just as poorly acted here as he was in Halloween Ends, which isn't doing him any favors because I'm starting to think he's actually not that good of an actor. It's not the material he's given, but who knows, maybe it is the material he's given. Either way, this whole movie was a mess. I know some people are like, well, it's supposed to be a horror comedy. Well, that's not how the trailers advertised it, except for one sequence with a priest. The trailers were pretty straightforward, showing a horror movie, not a horror comedy. If you want to see a horror comedy that's over the top with no quality whatsoever, The Monkey might be for you. For all others, especially compared to Stephen King adaptations, just avoid this. Now, I will say it is not the worst Stephen King adaptation. The worst for me is Dreamcatcher, which felt like a wannabe version of it, but with butt worms in the movie. I don't know. I don't know what was going on with Dreamcatcher, but it was total shit, literally and figuratively. But anyway, The Monkey has some decent music, but overall, like I said, this movie was just, it's not worth your time. It's not worth spending the money like I did to go see it. If you can catch it on streaming for free, by all means do so. But as it is, I'm going to give The Monkey a 5 out of 10 just because there were some legitimate moments that were well done before they were ruined by the comedy bits. Everything was just so over the top. I was so disappointed with this. I did not expect a horror comedy. And it's not even like comedy of the good kind, because that's the other thing. If the comedy had actually been funny, it would have been a funny movie. It would have been a good movie, like Tucker and Dale versus Evil. For this, kill it. Kill it with fire. So what is your favorite or least favorite Stephen King adaptation? Let me know in the comments. Click like, subscribe, the bell notification, whatever else YouTube has you click again to support me. You can support me on Patreon and Bluesky at TAANN Network, Facebook, Instagram, Discord at Kaiju no Kami, my website creativitybydesignllc.com. You can buy cool Kaiju no Kami merchandise at creativitybydesignllc.com/shop. There's a link in the description below. You can also support us on GoFundMe to help the channel survive another 10 years. And until next time, bye.